Hey, what's up everybody? This is D with Kickin Bass TV. Today we're out here at West Lake in Wheat Ridge getting into some more largemouth bass as well as some other species. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below and stay tuned. Alright guys, so today we started out up in Westminster trying to get in this more pre-spawn bass at one of our local ponds. And the name of the game right now during the pre-spawn, now that they've pushed up into the shallows, is just figuring out their patterns, as they will change every day until they find where they're going to bed down. They're starting to look for beds, they're starting to school up and feed more aggressively. So although we've had a couple of record lows last week, the good thing is that regardless of the fluctuation your area might experience, especially here in Colorado with our late winters, you don't have to worry about them pushing back out. You just have to locate them, and they're going to move around frequently during the pre-spawn. Unfortunately, this was just a carp that we had snagged by the belly, and normally we'd keep this because it's bad for the bass population, but this particular lake had a catch and release only policy, so we went ahead and tossed him back in. After that, we headed over to Rocky Mountain Lake in Denver. This is a spot that we've had a lot of success at recently. It has a very healthy bass population, and that's primarily due to the fact that not only are there not a lot of predators in the water here for the bass, but there's also rainbow trout for them to feed on, and the combination of those two things can lead to a very healthy bass population in any lake. Now, it can also be pretty annoying at times when you're trying to target bass specifically, because the trout are very ambitious, and regardless of the fact that we're throwing a 3-inch crankbait here, which is way bigger than the size of this trout's mouth, they will still bite them from time to time. Sure enough, as you can see right here, we got another 15, 16-inch stalker that smashed the crankbait about 10 feet out. It was funny because a lot of the guys that are fishing for trout don't seem to have a lot of luck fishing with traditional trout baits here, and I can't get them to leave this crankbait alone, so maybe they should be throwing one of these crankbaits. Anyway, we went ahead and threw this guy back out there, headed over to our next lake. As we stated, guys, do not let that cold weather discourage you. You're going to think because of the fluctuation in cold weather to warm weather days that Colorado experiences in the spring that the bass would push back out into the deep. They will not. After the bass move up to the shallow for the pre-spawn, they're going to be in that 1 foot to 6 foot of water for the entire year until October, November comes around with the fall transition. So just move around, learn their patterns, find where they're bedding, find where they're feeding. We caught this guy in less than a foot of water in the very corner of this finger, and we catch a lot of them here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to catch them throughout the year in this exact spot. So not a whole lot of action today, but a pretty fun multi-species day on a couple of local bodies of water. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, the best way to support us here at Kickin Bass TV is to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can hit that bell notification to stay up to date with our new releases. Until next time, guys, I'm D with Kickin Bass TV.
Subscribe!